This training is to prepare you to advocate for bills that the Junior League supports at the Day of the Capitol events on March 14th. There are 4 bills that the Public Policy Council has voted to support. We will go over a high-level overview of the bills, the bill sponsors, and some quick facts about the bills that you can use as talking points when you interact with legislators. As a reminder, the purpose of our advocacy is to give League members an opportunity to interact with legislators and advocate for the bills we support. The goal of your conversations should be to educate legislators on the Junior League's mission, our legislative agenda, and our community focus to disrupt the cycle of systemic poverty for women and families in Denver. You are representing the Junior League during all Day at the Capitol events. Please do not discuss your personal legislative agenda. The Public Policy Council will distribute 2 documents to the Junior League attendees before the legislative breakfast starts. You'll get a small cheat sheet to remember talking points for the bills. You'll also get several legislator leave-behind documents, which include an overview of the Junior League and a brief description of the bills we support. The intent of the legislator leave-behinds is to hand these to legislators after our conversations. If the legislators don't have time to chat, hand them the document so they can read it later. Try to remember which legislators you talk to throughout the day. One of the bills we support is House Bill 1164, the Free Menstrual Products to Students. This bill would ensure that Colorado middle school and high school students have access to free period products in the restroom. It would also build upon an existing grant program, Menstrual Hygiene Products Accessibility Grant Program, to make any school district eligible for a grant award. The bill sponsors are on the page. Some facts and talking point include that 67% of U.S. students miss valuable school time due to lack of necessary period products. 80% of female teens in Colorado have reported missing a class due to a lack of period products in school. This bill will reduce this significantly. 61% of teens, particularly Hispanic and lower income, believe too many people miss valuable school time due to inadequate access to period products. 51% of female teens in Colorado struggle to access or afford period products. Teens are not alone. 86% of women, 18 to 54, have started their period in public without necessary supplies, resorting to improvised solutions until accessing proper resources. 80% of teens say the lack of access to period products is a critical issue, up from 77% in 2021. This bill requires the General Assembly to appropriate $400,000 to the grant program. House Bill 1297 is the Baby Bonds Program Study. This bill would create a study to evaluate feasibility and to make recommendations regarding the creation of Baby Bonds program. The study must assess the distribution of wealth in the state, assess the landscape of existing public assistance opportunities for wealth building for individuals whose family income does not exceed 195% of the federal poverty line, adjusted for family size. It also assesses the landscape for individuals belonging to the groups who have historically been denied access to wealth building opportunities, who have experienced wealth stripping and exploitation, which has led to the lack of intergenerational wealth, including individuals who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. It will examine and evaluate the feasibility of creating the program in the state, examine investment options for the program, determine how the creation of the program could address the racial wealth gap in the state, examine any other area related to the Baby Bonds program that is deemed appropriate by the state treasurer or a third-party entity conducting the study. Creation of a Baby Bonds program could create wealth building opportunities for groups who have been historically denied access to wealth building. These accounts are designed to provide children with an economic resource needed to begin building long-term economic security and generational wealth, a pathway out of poverty for babies every year. House Bill 1098 is the cause required for eviction for residential tenant. This bill would prohibit a landlord from evicting a residential tenant unless the landlord has cause for eviction. This bill aligns with the JLD mission because evictions disproportionately affect persons of color and lower income Coloradans. It prevents landlords from evicting tenants who have not broken any part of their lease. It requires landlords to give 90 days notice. It would define no-fault evictions, demolition of buildings, substantial repairs, family moving into the unit, or plans to sell. 59% of people facing eviction were women, a count that is disproportionately made up of Black and Latinx women. Senate Bill 32 is the means to increase the use of transit. This bill has 4 parts. Section 1 of the bill creates the statewide Transit Pass Exploratory Committee within the Department of Transportation to produce a viable proposal for the creation, implementation, and administration of a statewide transit pass. Section 2 makes the Ozone Season Transit Grant Program permanent by repealing the statute that would repeal the Ozone Season Transit Grant Program on July 1st, 2024. Section 3 creates the Youth Fare Free Transit Grant Program in the department to provide grants to the Regional Transportation District, RTD, and a transit association provide fare-free year-round transit services for individuals who are 19 years of age or younger. Section 4 creates an income tax credit allowed to any taxpayer in any amount equal to 30% of the amount spent by the taxpayer to purchase one or more transit passes for use by the taxpayer. We hope this bill overview helps you prepare for advocacy at Day of the Capitol. Please reach out to the Public Policy Council at publicpolicy@jld.org if you have any questions. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at the Capitol.